Hello Internet, hello Sam, and welcome back to another episode of After Campfire. So, anyways, I'll just hop right back into it. Sam, my last question to you was, what is your favorite device, or like electronic device? What do you like to use a lot? I don't know, what's most important to you? And I thought that would be a fun question to ask, because for anyone that knows me and you, this is one of the things where we differ the most. I'm a super technological person, and you aren't. As you showed by the fact that you didn't get a smartphone until late last year, and you only got it for your job. So, obviously, since we are friends, we have some stuff in common, but this is definitely not the thing that we have in common. I'm not really sure what I would answer for that, because probably what I use the most nowadays is just my phone, just because I have it with me at like all times, and I'll just use it for messaging friends, playing games, going online, watching videos, listening to audiobooks and podcasts, doing math that I can't do in my head, setting timers all the time. I use my phone a lot. And it's probably the most integral to my life. I also use computers a lot. I'm on my computer all the time at work. And I play games a lot. My Switch is new. I only really have one game that I actually am playing frequently, which is Zelda. So I don't think it deserves such a title yet of being like the best ever. My 3DS, I'm pretty sure I've put at least 1,000 hours into. Well, not the current 3DS I have. I have multiple, because I always get the newest one, because I use it a lot. And I like having the best ones, because they're more comfortable and faster and have more battery life and stuff. I like my gadgets and gadgets, but I guess my phone is the most important one to me. So anyways, I feel like I should mention part of why I'm talking about this and how we differ with me and Sam is the way that we use our gadgets are just so different. Like, when I post a video for After Campfire, I don't always rewatch it, but I'll double check to make sure I put it on my computer properly, then upload it to YouTube properly. I'll check to make sure it's on there. Sam, you don't do that. You just assume it worked, and then every once in a while, like last week and 3 weeks ago, I have to just tell you, hey, your video failed to upload. I don't know if you noticed, but you should do that. And then you have to re-record it because you delete them or something. And even if you delete them, you can usually get them back. So I don't know what you're doing with your life. So, yeah. I feel like I've missed Henry's Diary of How to Keep Being an Adult a few times in a row now. But my answer to that is going to work into my answer to Sam's question, which is, what's your favorite kind of adventure, or I think that's what it was. What's your ideal adventure? But just a day trip or kind of thing. So, my ideal adventure is, with friends, get in a car and go in a random direction and kind of just do, you might have a basic plan of, hey, there's this forest I want to go explore. But if we just find a random thing, let's just stop and explore for a little while. Like what we do at camp on our days off. In the good old days. Back then. One of my favorite days off was when I was sick and you were sick, but you were less sick than me. And we were trying to go somewhere to meet up with Alicia because she wasn't there at the time at camp. And finding a hotel didn't work. We ended up staying at your cousin's or aunt's place, which I know that was awkward with your family because you didn't warn them in advance. But then we just explored the woods near your family's house, and that was a lot of fun. Another kind of adventure like that is, I like doing those things with friends, but also solo was super fun too. When I moved to Seattle, I just decided I'm not planning where I'm going to stop. I'm just going to drive north, and I have some things on my map on my phone, stars on my map. I'm all right, if I'm in the mood, I'm going to go to this thing I've been interested to see. So I just drove north, stopped at the cool things. I explored waterfalls and these caves, and I went to the city of Eureka, where I've always wanted to go. bit of a letdown. I went to Portland. I went to all sorts of places. I went to Crater Lake. And it was super cool. I just drove north and then just randomly just did whatever. And another longer, well, that was a long-term adventure trip thing. Sam, I'm about to probably go to like Japan in like 2 weeks, and I found out about this like yesterday. So, fun adventures also include ones that came out of nowhere, are unplanned, and chaotic, because the adventure itself sometimes is just finding out what you're doing. When I have more information about this, I will tell you guys. And Sam, I will be making one more video before I go. I think. If I have the dates right, I might make one in Japan or the Philippines, which I didn't mention before. But yeah, these are the kind of adventures I like. Ideally with friends, but I'm okay solo, just going in random directions and exploring and trying to, like, I guess you usually have some kind of destination in mind, or you just go home. Going just to the supermarket or Target as an adventure is no real adventure, but I usually say that too. Yeah, I feel like I've been loud and whatever today. Yeah. I'm about to go on a crazy adventure that I didn't plan, and I'll explain in the future. But Sam, I guess it's time for me to ask you something. What's the weirdest thing that the weirdest big deal thing that you had to do last minute that you didn't plan? What's the farthest you've ever traveled last minute and not because you wanted, or not? Jeez, this is complicated. There's a very complicated reason why I'm going to Japan and the Philippines. So, what is the weirdest thing, just the most extreme thing you did that you didn't plan, but you had to do it? Yeah, because I think I just did that. I mean, I'm doing that. Yeah, see you later, guys.